What is going on, guys? My name is AJ, and we are here watching stock footage of Elder Scrolls Online being shown at QuakeCon 2013. You may wonder, why am I showing this? Well, the real reason is I just got off of playing Elder Scrolls Online through the beta all weekend, and I just wanted to kind of have this in the background while I talk to you guys about the game and my experience with it. First of all, if this sounds really random and crazy, there's so many ideas running through my head and thoughts about the game that it's just gonna be a free flow. So if this ends up sounding like a rambling, crazy person talking about a video game, I apologize in advance. I'll try to keep it short, concise, and to the point, but we'll see what happens. So anyways, first thing I want to talk about, guys, is just basically logging into the game. About 600 of us or so that were invited to this stress test of the server for this beta were unable to log in at launch. For some reason, it just did not load right with certain AMD or Intel processors, generally an APU processor or accelerated processing unit. It just didn't work for some reason. And we got on the forums and we hounded the devs, and they kept telling us to do the same thing over and over again that was already proven to not be the reason. Update drivers, things like that. Update your machine, turn off your firewall, all that type of stuff. Uninstall, reinstall. And the install for this is 8 hours for most people. It's 30 gigs. It's huge. So it was a pain in the butt. So the first day and a half, I didn't play, nor did around 600 others. The devs did not figure out how to fix this problem. It was all done through the forums and people talking to other people. And we finally figured it out. It was just a missing file that didn't get downloaded into our particular processing units for some reason. So we fixed that problem. Game launched beautifully. I loved it. For a while, I was playing on my 10-year-old computer, which made it look like I was playing The Sims, and it was just not an accurate depiction of this game, which is actually very beautiful. So that being said, we'll talk about the characters for a second. Now, there's three different alliances, and you have the Ebonheart, the Outery. I don't know how to pronounce that. Dominion, and you have the Daggerfell Covenant. They're all three really good. The one that I ended up playing the most was the one that I can't pronounce, which is the Outerin. God, it's so hard to say that. Dominion. It was the one with High Elves, Khajiit, and the Wood Elf was the last one. And it is, I guess, Aldmir? I don't know. Anyways, that's the one I ended up loving the most. I played a Wood Elf and a Khajiit. Very great. There's also the Ebonheart pack. Sorry, I drew a blank there. It's Nord, Dark Elf, and Argonian. The only one I like out of that was the Nord. And then, of course, the Daggerfall Covenant. And that is the Breton, Redgar, and Orc. They all end up starting in a different location, which was great. So you don't feel quite as much like you're playing the same thing if you decide to play a different race or different pact. But I will say, if you guys want a Skyrim experience, you need to go with a Nord, create a Nord, or anyone from the Ebonheart pack, because you start out in a Skyrim-esque area. So that being said, all the races are pretty decent. They have certain skills that you can learn, but I kind of felt like, at least from what I chose, most of them had the same kind of skills that you get to with this beta. just because I don't think I leveled them up enough to be able to get some of the better stuff that's more class or race specific. But there's a lot of really good stuff, really good features. When you're creating your character, you can actually make them look better and more like you want. And I think that's what Elder Scrolls has always been about, is making your character and looking however it is that you really want to look. Okay, and just going from creating your character, pick your race. One of the other great things, of course, is choosing your class. There are 2 different fighting classes. There's a stealth class and a spellcaster class. And they all bring their own interesting skill set to your character. Of course, once you choose it, at least as far as I know, you can't switch out of it. I haven't been able to figure that out anyways. So you pick your class at the beginning. I love the Templar personally. It is a fighting class with heal base. And the guy in this video who's actually shooting the bow right there, he is playing a Templar, but he's using a bow. Just kind of shows the diversity. Just because you pick something that's more fighter based doesn't mean that's what you have to do. You can do whatever you want, and I love that about this class system, this race system, and the skills that you pick. One way or the other, you can use any type of weapon you want and have your class and then use your weapon, whatever. It doesn't matter. You can just mix and match to match your play style. That being said, one of the things that I love with weapons, and I'm getting off on a tangent here, but because I was saying something about weapons that made me think of this. The weapons in this game, you level up by style type with your skills, and that's basically one-handed, two-handed, dual wielding, or archery, stuff like that. And it's destruction staff and restoration staff. I think that's it. But what's great about this is basically, if you choose to be one-handed in a shield, if you choose to be one-handed in a shield, and you find yourself, you always use a sword, but you kill somebody and you find yourself a really nice one-handed axe. Guess what? You can use it just as effectively as you do your sword. Just you only care about it being one-handed, and you can use it perfectly fine. I love that about this. It doesn't matter what you want to use, as long as you stay within whatever your weapon type is that you want to play as. It's very cool. I like it a lot. So character creation is very good. I really like it. There's a lot that you can do with it, a lot of different head, hair choices, everything you guys want. Just when it comes out, try it. I guarantee you, like me, you're going to be playing the first 30 minutes at least, creating your character. This is how it is. So that being said, that's character creation. There's a lot of a story in this game. And if you've played an Elder Scrolls game, hopefully you have, if you want to play Elder Scrolls Online, you'll know that this is a very story-rich universe. And as he just showed conveniently in this video, he found a book. There's books everywhere. The lore is thrown in this game. And if you want to find it, if you want to seek it out, go get it. It is all over the place. And the quests are very lore-friendly and very, very good. So if you care about the lore, I know that's a big thing for most of us that like the Elder Scrolls series. Lore is there, and they do a good job giving you history and all that type of stuff if you want it. That being said, that kind of brings me to the world that is Elder Scrolls Online. It is a very big place. Literally, you can just wander around and do nothing but gather resources for crafting or slaying monsters, finding random loot chests that you can pick open. and just run around the world and never do anything, but still feel like you're accomplishing something. And that's very weird for me. I mean, with most MMOs, you kind of are quest driven to certain areas, and you just kind of stay there and you kill people to get the quest moving along. At least that's what I did with World of Warcraft. I didn't really care about anything else. I was just trying to do the quests. Here, I felt like, ooh, I want to figure out how to craft that item. So let me go gather some resources real quick, and I'm going to craft me a set of armor. Because basically that's the best way to get good armor right off the bat anyways. So that's what I did for the first 2 or 3 hours, and I just kept exploring. And while you're exploring, you find quests, and they're everywhere. The land is riddled with quests. Especially once you get out of the initial start area, there's quests everywhere. You can't walk a few feet without finding another quest, and it's very easy to get lost in this game with the number of quests that you've got. I know a few of the people I've seen talk about this game so far were complaining about getting a quest and then running like 700 feet to get to another quest, or to the quest marker, and start working on the quest. It's true. I mean, you've got some running to do once you get a mount, which are ridiculously priced, by the way. I saw some for like 42,000 gold. I think the cheapest one was 15, but that's neither here nor there. Hopefully they drop the price. But anyways, yeah, there's a distance to cross. But if you are interested in the exploring aspect of the game, like I was, I often saw some iron ore off to one side, and I'll go, oh, well, let me go get that real quick, and I run around a mountain or a little hill, there's some more, and then, oh, there's another quest. If you're exploring the world, there's stuff to do. So I didn't really feel like that was such a problem. But quests abound in this game. So as long as you're looking for them and you're paying attention, following your compass that's up at the top there, you'll see the quests. They'll crop up. The other thing that I really loved and I enjoyed a lot playing this game was the crafting system. And the crafting system has a lot that you can get from it. A lot of things in the game that are just, great. That was very confusing. Let me restate that. Basically, the crafting system is fantastic. It allows you to do a lot of things and allows you to create armor that is specific to your race. Basically, the way it works is there's different styles that you can craft in, and you have to have a particular item to craft that style. So for the Khajiit, which was my favorite character, you have to have Moonstone in order to craft that type of armor. And it's very cool. So your character has armor specific to their race. I think there's a way to learn it. I never could figure it out, but you can learn other styles. But yeah, it's very cool that you can do that. And not only that, you can take pure material. So if you get a bunch of iron, you could potentially get what's called a honing crystal, or honing stone. And basically, what you can do with that is, if you make a weapon or a piece of armor that's iron, you can upgrade that piece of armor or equipment with the honing stone to take it from just a common weapon, or the white, and then make it a uncommon, which is green, of course. And then you can just kind of go through the motions, and while you're crafting, you can get other materials to take it from green to blue to rare, or blue to purple, epic. I mean, so your weapon, you can keep leveling it up with you if you like that weapon so much. You crafted it. This is my first weapon ever. I want to keep it going. So you can keep scaling it up. which is really cool, and I like that system. Um, I it's a very cool system. I like what they've done with it. Um, so I ended up crafting a lot and looking for material to be able to craft, and I spent some skill points on skills that helped me look for the material. So it's very cool. I like the crafting system a lot. It's very good. The only other thing that I wanted to test, but I didn't do enough of, was the grouping system. Trying to figure out how to get together with your friends and play the game, which is what they want you to do. You really don't have to, but there are some bosses in this game where you absolutely have to join some people. You just have to. And I ran into that once. I tried to kill the boss. I was 2 levels above him, and I still was not able to stop him from doing what he was doing, and he would end up killing me. I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything like that. So anyways, I don't want them getting mad at me. But basically, he was just a pain in the butt, and he didn't kill me but once, but that was enough. I just couldn't do anything to him. He just kept regening health. So I left the instance and found 3 people that had left the instance as well and said, hey, you guys want to join up real quick and kill this guy? And it happened. We joined the party right there in front of the instance, and we jumped in. We killed him. It was easy, but we had to team up. So it's very cool. It's a good system. I'm looking forward to doing a little bit more of that type of stuff. There's also some PvP, but I did not get involved, and I just didn't get high enough level to be able to participate. So that being said, I think I've done a pretty good job of kissing the tuchus of ZeniMax and Bethesda for this game. It is great. However, there are bugs galore in this game. I mean, I know it was beta, and I know that was a point, but some of them were just game-breaking type of bugs. We had one instance where about me and 15 other people were trying to complete one quest at the same time. We all went into the quest, the new area at the same time, and the quest stopped. Like it didn't go anywhere else. So after about 30 or 40 minutes of just hanging out, trying to figure out what to do next, we all just logged off and slowly came back on one at a time, and it kind of fixed itself. But that's kind of annoying. There's also bugs with talking to NPCs and crafting. Every so often, if you try to skip through conversation or exit out abruptly, it'll force you to keep staring at the NPC or staring at yourself in a crafting animation. And the only way to fix it, log out. There was just a lot of things like that just kind of hindered progress. A lot of the quests you got to a point where the quest didn't update properly once you completed, the previous part of that quest, and you're done. You can't really do anything else. Heck, the opening tutorial quest for me broke as I was trying to get into the world of Elder Scrolls Online. I couldn't do it. One of the NPCs just decided, I don't want to help you move forward in this quest. So I logged out, shut down the program for 20 or 30 minutes, and came back, and I had sent in a bug request to the devs, and I guess they fixed it. But it's just one of those things that's very annoying when that type of stuff happens to you. But if you're patient, in the end, you still are getting a good product. So that being said, I don't think this game is going to go to free to play as quickly as I thought originally. I kind of thought it would be a little less well received, but the community is great for this game. They're comparing the graphics to Skyrim and saying it doesn't look great. Don't compare this to Skyrim, like modded out Skyrim. It's not the same thing. But there was a lot of people playing. Seems like it's getting a lot of support right now, and I have a feeling it'll be one that sticks around for a while, maybe a year before it goes to free to play. But it does look like it's got that potential to be a free to play, and I sincerely hope it doesn't, because I hate free to play, because I don't want to have to pay real money all the time to get in-game items. I'd rather pay the subscription and be able to get the items, through other conventional means inside the game instead of paying real money. Just saying. So anyways, the game looks really good right now. It's still doing beta. I think they're going to do a PvP specific beta pretty soon here before launch. So we got 2 more months. Well, a little less than 2 months now, I guess. But it looks good, guys, and I'm really excited for it. I mean, the other night I played starting at 10, and I ended up playing until 3 a.m., and I didn't even realize I had played for that long. So, bugs or not, this game it's really good, and it'll keep you entertained if you like the Elder Scrolls and if you like the story. I loved hearing the voice acting. All the quests are voice acted, and of course you have some big names out there. John Cleese is pretty prevalent right in the beginning, the first quest. I love John Cleese, and it was good to hear him doing the character. Saw some Kate Beckinsale, and there's some other people I recognize their voice, but I don't know their names. But I love it. It was very cool hearing all of these great voice actors coming together to put together a great game that we're looking for, just like we're used to with Oblivion and Skyrim. I mean, Sean Bean, Patrick Stewart for Oblivion, and a good cast for Skyrim as well. I mean, you can't really beat it. So they brought it to the table, and they, in my opinion, they hit it out of the park with voice acting, and the music's great. It's just got so many good elements that the few bugs that I ran into and the issues, even though they might have broken the game for a little bit, they weren't enough to make me go, yeah, I'm not playing this. I'll definitely buy it. I won't buy the $79.99 version just so I can get the Imperial and a free mount right off the bat, though after seeing the prices, if they don't go down, I probably will. I mean, 42 grand for a friggin' horse in the game? I don't get that. I don't understand. But anyways, yeah, it's I'm not paying that much. I'll go ahead and do the pre-order so I can get a free 30 days. That saves me $15. So yeah, I'll take it. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. It looks like it's getting close to the end of the video for me. I'm really excited about this game, guys. I'll be bringing it to you as soon as it's released, and I'll be playing it as much as I can with what free time I've got. So anyways, it's a great game, guys. Definitely get it. If you don't want to get it right off the bat, wait a little bit. It might drop in price soon. Just kind of see where it goes. But I have a feeling it's not going to go free to play for a while. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.